Hi there, it's Michael Ackerman coming to you from Seattle, Washington, where I am a realtor with Coldwell Banker Bain. Today's video blog is about seller disclosure statements, or as they're known in Washington State, Form 17s. Now, if you're in a different area of the country, it might be called something different, but a seller disclosure statement is when you're a seller and you're going to sell a home, condo, townhome, residence, you need to fill out this 5-page questionnaire in the state of Washington answering questions about the home. It's a form that is given out to every single seller. They need to thoroughly fill it out. They need to answer yes, no, or don't know to each question. And if they do answer yes to certain questions, they need to explain or have an explanation page at the end. This is really good for buyers. You get to read about what's happened in the home, if there was a leak in the roof, if the basement's ever flooded, if the previous owners did a structural inspection when they purchased. Any number of questions are on this form, and it's a really good way for a buyer to take a little bit of a peek into the history of the home. Now, I always still recommend to my buyers doing a structural inspection and a sewer scope on any home, because a lot of times the seller may not know if something's going wrong in the crawl space or with the sewer line. They just may not be aware of it. But it's a really good form to use as a springboard to take to your inspector at your inspection period, at your inspection date. If there's some questions that come up, you can certainly ask the seller, but I think it's really good to ask the inspector to concentrate on those areas that might be red flags for you based on what the seller's answered. In the state of Washington, the Form 17 of the seller's disclosure statement is not a part of the purchase and sale agreement. However, the buyers usually get it prior to writing an offer. They sign acceptance of it, and when you sign acceptance of it, here you have 3 business days as a buyer to digest the information and walk away from the deal for any reason if there's something in there that you don't like. So if you're purchasing a home, wherever you are in the country or the world, make sure that if a seller disclosure statement is required in that part of the country, make sure that you get it, because it is really helpful. If you have any other questions about real estate in general, feel free to email me anytime at michaelackerman@cbbain.com. And do remember, it's all about the connection.